Nah, this ain't nonsense, this is nonfiction. So excuse if the content is offensive, it's official. Now that we have been acquainted, this is my pleasure, my pain, your entertainment.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Nonpfixion coming back at you one more time with a brand new reaction. And this time, the reaction is to a video that just popped up on my feed, on my YouTube feed. And it has some very interesting information about Henry Cavill. And it's coming from Everything Always, aka Michael Roman. He is a pretty reliable source when it comes to Marvel. He is definitely a Marvel fan. If you never watched any of his live videos, go into his channel, check out his live, and look at his stream room. His stream room is amazing. He actually has like a full bust that you can put on of the Iron Man suit. It's pretty dope. Anyways, this is about something that if you're into comic book movies or just comic book stories at any way, excuse me, if you're just in a storybook, comic book stories, period. You probably do reading, you do a little research on the characters, the people who play the characters, and one that popped up for me, it was for Henry Cavill. There has been rumblings for months, albeit actually probably years, since BVS, that one, Henry Cavill was not happy with how they have proceeded with the Man of Steel. The fact that there was no Man of Steel, but there was a BVS 2 to introduce Batman instead of actually having a Man of Steel 2 and then having a Batman movie, which was really supposed to happen. Now, I heard that there had been a possibility that there was conversation between Henry Cavill and Marvel Studios, maybe Kevin Feige, could be someone else, about him playing a character in Marvel. Now, the rumor I heard was for Captain Britain, but that's just because, he is British, and so people automatically assume because he's British that it'll be Captain Britain. But I don't know who else there possibly could be. There's definitely a plethora of characters he can be, being that Marvel has thousands of characters, and that the fact they have most of their IPs back, it can be almost anybody. So let's see what Michael has to say, and let's get right to it and enjoy the video. Let's go. Once again, this is breaking news, which I'm going to say until we watch it, it's, rumors, allegations, nothing's true to fact until we see something from Marvel/Disney. Let's go. Everything Always. I like his logo.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka ARTYFRESHA. Now, it has been very well publicly chronicled, especially here at YouTube, all the failures by WB to get the DCEU to anything like a semblance of something that's, going to go on to have the future that the MCU is so obviously going to have. They haven't been able to make anybody happy. Not the critics, not the audience, and especially not their own actors and directors. We don't have to get into it all, but it sort of made you wonder how long it would take for an actor like Henry Cavill that stars in and absolutely kills every role he's had to look over at Marvel Studios and realize there's a future for him there. And according to one source, that has already happened. We're going to break down this exclusive coming from the small screen, talking about
Henry Cavill's met with Marvel
Studios, wanted to do so face to face. We're going to break down all the details in this report, talk about where it's coming from and where we can sort of rank our trust in this source. And of course, we've got to speculate a little bit for the roles left coming up in Marvel Phase 4 and 5 that would best suit Henry Cavill. And I don't care how much concept art you've seen, no, it's not Captain Britain. We're going to break down everything Henry Cavill possibly joining the MCU and this confirmed meeting with Marvel Studios. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're still giving away a PlayStation 5,
he would look dope
Disney
as
Plus
Captain Britain
every week while the shows are live, and a ton of other
please subscribe to his channel.
So if you want to
check my Instagram. He's giving away a PS5.
Hit that subscribe button. Then
also
leave a comment down below. And if you want,
an original
stick around
comic
to the end of the
sign.
video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Also, quick shout out to Esquire magazine and Esquire Online, one of the benchmarks in this industry and a publication I'm sure you guys are all familiar with, one I've re-reported on several times. They ran an article yesterday covering one of my theory videos from Wednesday. It was the theory video syncing up WandaVision and Loki's finale. I know it was ripped off in a couple of places, and that's the nature of ideas. You can't copyright an idea. Two people thinking along the same lines can come to the same conclusion watching something. However, Esquire went a long way in shouting me out, properly citing me, and linking my YouTube video in their article online, which they didn't have to do. As I just mentioned, you can't copyright an idea.
That's pretty
They
dope.
did it anyway
We're gonna have
because
to check
they
that
have
video out.
integrity in this industry. The same way I have always properly cited everything I've ever re-reported. And yeah, two people can have the same simple idea, but when it comes to writing an 8-minute theory video, those things take a lot of time, a lot of energy, and they do feel like a piece of myself.
That's why I really don't get into theory videos. It takes a lot more work.
Trust me, back when Avengers Endgame was going down,
I'm not ready to do this
every
yet.
day. I sincerely appreciate those publications that take time to properly cite me. In the case of Esquire, thank you for looking out for the little guy. I really appreciate it. Now let's dive into this exclusive about Henry Cavill joining the MCU. Now again, this is coming from thesmallscreen.co.uk. Obviously not the size of something like Esquire, and definitely not as proven a track record as something like the Hollywood Reporter or say Deadline. When they report a casting, it is almost 100% true, whether or not confirmed by Marvel Studios. This we have to be a little more cautious with. However, the headline reads, Henry Cavill has met with Marvel Studios in London. They go on to report, quote, right, so here's some interesting information for you guys. Henry Cavill was in the Disney offices in London a few weeks back, and I'm being told it was to meet with Marvel representatives in person. Editor's note, we received this information back in May, but opted not to publish it till we could verify the source. This comes from a source close to Disney. What they were told was that Henry Cavill and members of his team were meeting with people at Marvel Studios so they could talk face to face. While the source could not indicate whether or not this was for an upcoming project or role or anything of the sort, he did say that the office meeting was flanked by a quote number of people and that he was there to quote have a chat with some of Marvel's people in London and that he was very intent on seeing people face to face. He then added that everybody was following COVID-19 protocols, wearing masks, and social distancing as much as they could. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, but Henry Cavill's been tied to roles in the MCU before. He's been rumored to be playing a couple. That's absolutely true. But again, those were just rumors and mostly stemming from fan concept art. Him as Captain Britain or him in several places as Wolverine. Even a rumor stemming from that he'd be playing Wolverine in the upcoming Captain Marvel 2. But most of those existed pre-COVID break, and a lot of them had absolutely no validity to them at all. They were literally just rumors put online and taken as such. This is coming from an actual publication in the form of an exclusive article. And again, while their track record isn't quite as locked in stone as, say, something like Hollywood Reporter or Deadline, and that's putting it nicely, they're an editorial that I'm giving a little more reverence to than, say, a random rumor or anonymous 4chan plot leak, and well, at least until their track record is disproven. Now, in the meantime, while we think about him possibly cast as, say, something like Captain Britain, which there is plenty of artwork for, or even something like in the role of Wolverine, which we'll get to in just a second, there are other roles than just those two that would suit him and give him a leading role, and that's if the rumors about what Marvel Studios is planning to do in the future of Phase 4 hold any water. One specific thing I'm talking about is Russell Crowe being spotted in and around the cast for Thor: Love and Thunder. Some people rumoring he's already joined the cast, and maybe even as Zeus. If they're planning to do the Greek god run, then Hercules is a perfect role for Henry Cavill, in a role I really like to see him in, especially going on. Also, you have to think about this from Henry Cavill's point of view.
There shooting
everything we've heard before from Kevin Feige, talking to huge actors, someone like, say, Keanu Reeves. They meet with these actors all the time to sort of feel them out, where they're at in their career, and
they meet with Keanu Reeves every time
for both parties. And this is what this
create a good idea for him.
Nothing more than, hey, what do you have on the books? What's coming up? Hey, what are you doing, Henry Cavill?
Wouldn't he look dope as Captain?
We really like your work. He says, hey, I really like your work
Captain
too.
Britain,
and it's just maybe like an intro meeting.
It
doesn't mean they sign him or offer him a role right there. Yeah, we heard the story about Mahershala Ali calling up Marvel Studios, walking in, saying, I want Blade, them saying cool, but that is very far from how it normally goes down. And like Keanu Reeves has had several conversations with Marvel Studios, and that has not yet led to a casting because for whatever reason, the roles they've had, the roles he wanted just haven't been a right fit. Henry Cavill having an introductory meeting face-to-face with people in Marvel Studios, going from there, that's how it starts. And now as he goes down the road, I am sure he'll be looking at specific roles that he wants. An actor of his ilk, I mean, listen, absolutely killed The Witcher role.
I like how he did it
absolutely killed Superman. There's no way he won't get whatever sort of role he wants in Marvel Studios, in my opinion, unless it comes down to one of those iconic roles where they want to cast a relative unknown. They sort of did it with Spider-Man. Tom Holland was a professional actor, but definitely not a household name. It's something I want to see them do with huge names like Wolverine, an actor we haven't seen a lot before, especially not someone like Henry Cavill. who's already been someone like Superman, because I want a fresh face with no connotation to sort of take over that role. I know this is just a personal preference. The last time I brought this up about not wanting to see Star Wars actors in Marvel and vice versa, you guys went on to point out that someone like Harrison Ford, who was in Star Wars as Han Solo, was also Indiana Jones, two very iconic roles, and one didn't diminish from the other, which I totally agree with.
True.
So yeah, again, just personal preference with this, but you guys let me know down in the comments, if Henry Cavill were to join Marvel Studios and become a Marvel superhero, presumably a hero and not a villain, what role would you most want to see him in? Wolverine, Hercules, some other role, Captain Britain? I am all ears. I'm very interested in what you guys have to say, and I'm going to struggle to try to find a different sort of thumbnail to use other than the ones you guys have seen before for this video, but it's doubtful. I'll probably just end up with that one as him and Captain Britain that we've been using for a year because it's so good. But anyway, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away a PlayStation 5, Disney Plus subscriptions every week while the shows are live. Once we get back into theaters, tickets for the live shows. We're giving away all sorts of MCU stuff, new giveaways to be announced with What If when it goes live. We'll still be doing the live watch parties as well. If you want to be entered to win, all the same rules will apply for future giveaways. All the same rules, man. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button. That makes you a subscriber. You're in. Then, in order to up your odds of being picked, just comment on videos. That's all you have to do. And you don't have to comment multiple times. I filter duplicates, so one comment per video. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All the winners will be announced at the end of videos, same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with notifications turned on, especially as weird as YouTube has been about sending out notifications. Some of you guys have let me know you only receive them literally every other day. Hey, it is what it is. Put all notifications on, and of course, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me over on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, any platform you find original music on under the name All Fires. I've got 4 songs out. I would love if you checked them out. Thanks so much for checking out the channel, though, guys. I appreciate it. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.
Yeah, see, I was actually about to say he's a musician and he has music. So if you are interested in videos like this, please go over, hop on his channel. I'll put a link in the description for his channel. Follow him, show him some love. He, besides doing the giveaways, he has really good content in his lives. When he gets on his lives, he's actually played music on his live, which is pretty dope. But also when he gets on his live for like the Disney Plus shows, it's just a good vibe. Like the people are there, everybody's cool. No, there's no drama there. It's just cool. So if it's something that you might be interested in, please check him out. And just as far as Henry Cavill reportedly meeting with Marvel studio heads, now I personally think he would look dope as Captain Britain. He would look dope. Now, as far as Wolverine, he might be too tall for Wolverine. I always felt that, what's the dude's name? We seen him in the first Suicide Squad. Damn it. I can't think of his name. Not Rick Flag, but Rick Flag's little left right hand man. But he has a famous dad too. I think because of his height and his stature and his size and his build, he would actually be a perfect Wolverine because he's small, but he's you can tell he can get stocky because in Suicide Squad, he's got a little build to him. He's not like, yoked out, but I think he would be perfect for Wolverine. But as far as this, like he stated in the video, they actually do talk to Keanu Reeves before they pick actors for every movie they come out with. Probably the only one they didn't do it for is probably Black Panther because he just wouldn't really fit. But the fact that I know they talked to him, and it's probably other people they talked to. I know they've talked to John Krasinski once or twice. He's actually, John Krasinski actually read for the role of Captain America, but didn't get it. And I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure as far as who he will be dope as. But I mean, to be honest, it would be the craziest move if he went over, to freaking Marvel from DC. That would be crazy. And I don't even know. how the comic book world would actually feel about that. I think I would be okay with it because I think he is a great actor. I love him as Superman. I think he does a great job as Superman. The people who give him crap about his acting Superman, they're just terrible at the decision making. Period. But he's definitely welcome to Marvel. He's definitely welcome to the studio. Please come on, Henry. We accept all. We accept everybody, especially dope actors. Come on now, come through. But I don't know if I would want him to be Wolverine. I don't think that would be a good pick. Now, like a Hercules or just, I don't know. I really don't know who I could see him as. Because in my head, I'm only seeing the characters we've been seeing, and I'm just not sure. He would have been a dope Taskmaster. That would have been cool, but we know how that went down. Anyways, my name is Nonpfixion. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. Once again, I'll link the video down below in the description. And I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Please, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button as well as notification bell. And come on back and enjoy the ride, because this journey is a long one. And we are working our butts off to get to where we would like to be in the future. I appreciate you. I love you. I will catch you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.